Ladies and gentlemen, hey, hi, how you doing? Welcome back to the channel. Not gonna lie, Season 2 has been kind of strange so far when it comes to Warzone. Initially, when it got underway, we had teases for the zombies outbreak, and I think a lot of us thought we'd have the shipwreck taken over, then they'd infect the prison, and then the entire south portion of the map would all be infected and the outbreak would spread at the same time. Instead, though, they're just kind of like taking a field trip from one location to the next. You know, Miss Frizzle is just guiding them through Verdansk. But it seems like things are going to get pretty interesting in Verdansk at some point soon, considering there appears to be a new teaser in game. And then on top of that, Activision also sort of ambiguously teased some big changes and content updates for Warzone as well. So as we break it all down today, if you enjoy the video at any point, let me know by dropping a like on it. Goal for today is going to be 4,000 likes. And of course, if you're new to the channel or if you haven't already subscribed, this is the place to be for everything going on in COD. News, intel, loadout info, you name it, it's all right here. So feel free to subscribe with your notifications turned on. Now, first and foremost, I do want to update you guys on something that went down earlier on this week that was honestly pretty strange. If you caught Thursday's update video, you know we talked about how the crossbow bundle actually appeared in the store at the start of the day, and then in Cold War, the crossbow challenge also appeared in game. It was kind of weird though because only the challenge appeared in Cold War and only the bundle appeared in Warzone. It wasn't vice versa or both of them available in both games. And lo and behold, a few hours after it was live, it ended up being removed from the store and also removed from the Cold War menu. And Activision tweeted out saying, an issue with the R1 Shadowhunter appearing earlier than planned in Warzone and Cold War has been resolved. Refunds are planned for players who purchased the bundle while it was live in the store, and an in-game challenge in the store bundle will return at a later date. Now, that said, initially, there was some talk about having all the progress reset if you actually unlock the crossbow. Just a heads up, Activision did actually update the whole Trello board for Cold War and Warzone, and they said that the unlock progress for anyone who fully unlocked the weapon is going to be placed at 14 out of 15 matches, so you're only going to have to do one match of the challenge, and then you'll have it officially unlocked. And also, if you had any camo progress on it, you're going to retain all of that. So if you had almost gold unlocked on it, you're going to have almost gold still when you actually get the weapon back whenever that ends up releasing. And I would assume probably the next few days, maybe next week at the latest, we're going to have to wait and see on that. But seeing as it just released last week on accident, I'd say it's pretty close to releasing officially. Now, when it comes to what else Activision has been talking about and teasing, we've got some pretty interesting things to break down, especially when it comes to what is in-game right now. Now, over the past few days, apparently something pretty weird has been going on within the hut over by the TV station. As we know, this is a part of the whole pawn takes pawn Easter egg, and since then it's been used to get a guaranteed legendary chest and some pretty easy loot in-game, especially now considering it's open for free. Of course, you no longer need a code to get into that. But now, on the wall, there's actually that whole map of Verdansk that features a few specific areas, like Stadium and the prison, so on and so forth. This map has changed recently. It's a very, very weird change. Some players have actually said that this is exploding randomly in-game. Now, you guys can see some footage of it right now, and initially, it looks like it's like a Semtex or a frag explosion, right? But it's not. And by the way, the footage you guys are seeing is from my buddy Pro Reborn. I sat in Plunder for, I kid you not, like an hour straight, going into game after game after game, trying to get this map to explode, and it just wouldn't do it. You know, performance anxiety. It happens to the best of us. But yeah, it's just a really strange phenomenon, I guess you could say. It seems like this is a completely random occurrence. Reborn got it when he tried. I, of course, could never get it. But I've also seen it happen on TikTok, as much as I don't suggest actually believing most of what you see or read on TikTok because there's a lot of weird info going around there. But there is a lot of different clips out there. There's a handful of clips from various sources that show this happening. And it's interesting because it only started happening during the same season where, what do you know, there's all these indications that Verdansk is going to be blown up as sort of a last resort to counter the zombie outbreak. As we've talked about before, the game details this plague mode LTM where a nuke is actually called in to destroy Verdansk and defend against the zombies. We also have these zombies containment blogs from Activision themselves, which have also said that it's expected that literally a large fire is going to destroy the map. We can assume that's sort of a metaphorical reference to the zombies destroying the map instead, as they say a conflagration is definitely expected. So for this to start happening in the TV hut right now is just way, way too coincidental, right? Like any other time, I'm going to see this and say, that's kind of a weird bug, and I'm going to move on with my day and, you know, not think twice about it. And this could very easily just be a random bug that we're looking way too far into, but the timing here is just way too perfect. It seems like this is sort of a small teaser as to what may happen to Verdansk towards the end of this season. But the teasers do not stop there. Although what's next is a bit more ambiguous, like I said in the intro. Activision definitely has some very big plans for content and changes in Warzone when looking more into the long-term future, I would say. As recently, the Chief Revenue Officer for Activision, Brandon Snow, did this whole interview with Inverse, and he said a few pretty interesting things about Warzone's future. Most of it, for what it's worth, is in regards to the Call of Duty League. It definitely seems like Warzone is going to have a place in the CDL at some point soon, which personally I think is going to be really cool to see. But of course, what we're mainly focused on here is the content teases. And Brandon Snow says in the upcoming seasons, aka seasons 3, 4, 5, and so on, you're going to see some really cool new stuff that Warzone has never done before. It'll be really exciting and done in a quote-unquote Call of Duty way, whatever that's supposed to mean. And then when asked about what some of the cool new things could be, he said, only Warzone could do the things that we have planned in the upcoming seasons. Call of Duty Cold War's identity and 80s theme offers a ton of opportunities for innovative content. So, like I said, this is a very broad and a very open-ended answer. It's really not specific in any other way other than saying, yeah, there's going to be some big steps forward when it comes to content that are going to be themed around Cold War's identity and overall 80s theme. So, circling back to the map talk, obviously, Warzone has not done a new map. A brand new map would be something that Warzone has never seen before, and I think between the teases that we've got this season, the leaks regarding the nuke event, and just the general idea that Verdansk is getting kind of stale right now because we haven't really seen any major changes, I think it's a safe bet to say that a new map is officially on the horizon. The timetable here obviously has been rumored to be Season 3 or the end of Season 2 rather, but Brandon does mention future seasons, as in plural, and that these future seasons are going to be filled with this kind of new, never before seen content, right? So if, and really just when, this new map comes, hopefully we're going to see more, large-scale adjustments made to that in a, I guess, shorter time span than what we've seen on Verdansk so far. Then I also think included in the mix there could be more events like what we saw during the whole Know Your History event for Cold War's reveal. We, of course, are getting a new COD this fall, and although we don't really know much about it right now, in the future seasons, Season 4, Season 5, sometime around then, we could very easily end up getting another reveal event in-game for that. And hopefully in the time in between then and now, we start to see some more Warzone events like Know Your History, like the Halloween event, because frankly, those are what I consider to be some of the highest highs that Warzone has had in terms of really just innovative and exciting content updates. Now lately, we just haven't had much of that outside of the initial Cold War integration, which definitely came alongside some baggage and issues at the end of the day. Anyways, ramble aside, this interview certainly indicates that we could finally be seeing some big content upgrades and innovations as we get further into this year of Warzone. And with all of that being said, that is effectively going to wrap things up for today. If you enjoyed the video, let me know by dropping a like on it. And of course, if you're new here and you want to stay up to date with pretty much everything going on in COD, whether that be news, intel, updates, you name it, it's all right here. So feel free to subscribe with your notifications turned on. That way you'll always know whenever I upload a new video. As always, if you want to check out any of my partners, be sure to use code WHosImmortal for a discount on all Scuff, G Fuel, and Control Freak products. The links for all those can be found down in the description below. But once again, thanks so much for tuning in, and until next time, take it easy, have an awesome rest of your day, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace out.